Hey everyone, I'm Skotti from Skotti RNY, and this is my week 313 post-op Roux-en-Y gastric bypass and maintenance update. Yes, hello, welcome everybody. Week 313, which equates to 6 years post-op. 6 years ago today, on a Tuesday, I had my bariatric surgery, Roux-en-Y. And boy, have I got some stories to tell you. Yes! Alright, here we go. I'm 6'2", 51 years old. My highest weight ever recorded was 419 pounds in August of 2014. I had surgery July 7th, 2015 at Humber River Hospital in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. My surgery weight was 340 pounds. My weight loss surgery goal weight was 219 pounds, which I originally reached that goal at week 33. My highest regain weight ever was 295 pounds, which was in May of 2020. I would like my sustainable goal weight to be 240 pounds. Last week I was 279 pounds, and this week I'm 282 pounds for a gain of 3 pounds, making my loss from surgery of 58 pounds and a total loss from my highest weight ever recorded of 137 pounds. Well, I am up 3 pounds. Happy 6 years anniversary to me. Yeah. Well, it's been a week. It's been a week. Where do I want to start? I don't know. Yeah, you won't believe what happened. Well, this is part of what you won't believe what happened, gaining 3 pounds. I knew I was kind of on the struggle bus almost since making my video last week, and then it was just kind of that hard, and that whole taking control. I really wanted to take control. I had every good intention of doing that, but within a day or two of last week's video, it was just I decided to kind of go off the rails, and did I? Wow, it's amazing how fast you can lose and gain weight, but gain weight, yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially when you don't even put your mind to anything and just eat. You gain weight. Yeah, I felt like once I kind of realized that it was kind of a F it moment, you know, I'll just do whatever. Then I had that whole mentality of I need to have a food funeral like many of us did right before surgery. You know, where you're going to have that liquid diet before surgery, and you just have that one last supper, you know, right before it, and people just kind of go crazy eating whatever. Well, I did that. Yes, I did that quite well, obviously, with a gain of 3 pounds. But I did have that mentality, just kind of right from the get-go. It was just like, yeah, I'm not going to do well this week, so let me just go ahead and eat. I did eat well, properly, for many of the meals, but I also just allowed myself to eat crap. And that's what it boils down to. So 6 years post-op, and this is what I have to deal with. This is my reality. This is my own fault. My own choosing, same thing, yeah, I don't know. But, again, all I can stress is, would I change this for anything? No. It was still the best decision that I did. Because I'm still 137 pounds lighter than I was. So that is always a good thing. And I remember someone years ago saying, well, you know, instead of focusing on how much weight you've gained, you know, remember how much weight you've kept off. And that's an accomplishment, which it is. So I've managed to keep off 137 pounds. So I'm very proud of myself for that. Yeah, it just sucks that I've gained this weight. But I've had many great successes, many failures. But overall, mentally, been a struggle. But I think in the long run, it's still better than what I would have been if I didn't even have the surgery. I'm pretty sure of it, just because life was miserable then, size-wise. I get discouraged sometimes because I don't fit in the clothes that I did a year ago or a couple of years ago, because I'm a bit bigger then. I'm comfortable with that idea, Not at 419 pounds, though, when nothing fit. I wasn't comfortable with that at all. And there's many people in my life right now, people that I know, that are kind of influencing me without them even knowing this, that I need to now take control and do something about it. Because either I want to end up like they are, or I don't want to end up like they are. It works both ways. So that's why, I've got to focus on this. We all have to focus on this. It just doesn't come naturally, as we know. So let me just see here. Yeah, I need a food intervention. That's what I need, really. It's like one of those TV shows. I need an intervention. Just a whew. But I might be getting something like that. Yesterday, I knew well enough that it was just, it was the last day before today, and it's like, I've got to make that effort. I've talked. So I did finally was able to reach out to a dietitian. I go see a dietitian this coming Thursday, and going to work on meal plans, what has always been my struggle, like I've mentioned to you guys many times before. So we're going to work on that and try and get something on paper for me to look at and to go through, and just to hear that again from somebody else and not just trying to figure it out. We can all figure it out. For some it's easier, for some it's not. For me, it's not easy. I know what foods to eat, what not to eat, but again, I need to have a better understanding of what are my choices for foods of that meal and every meal that will make up my total day's caloric intake and protein and everything else. That's the purpose of a dietitian, and that's why I've got to go. And that's why I am going. So we'll go from there. Yeah. Also, too, as you can tell by the picture right before this, remember I talked about how you kind of catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror or a reflection in the window or something like that, and you go like, oh, God, look at that. That's what that picture is to me right now. It's like, wow. Look at it. Look at me just hanging out there. So, not so proud of that moment. Proud enough to tell you guys about it and to show you. Kids, don't be like this. Again, I'm still 137 pounds down, but that part is just like, yeah, I can't be that person anymore. And I'll never be perfect. I'll lose a bunch of weight again. I might gain some back. I know I will, because that's reality, but I don't want to get into this reality where I am right now again. Hopefully not. So that's why I got to make an effort of it. And that's why I want you guys to see this is, again, what I just kind of came across. I'm like, oh boy, yep. Let's take care of that. So I'm going to take care of that. And check out the stats at the end of the video. The walking has just been like on point. Still walking. The gyms aren't open yet, but still walking a lot. And I'm very thankful for that. The weather has been holding out mostly, so we're still able to get the walks in, and that's a big mental thing for me, helping out that. Because if I didn't have that, I don't know where I would be really weight-wise, mentally too, but weight-wise more so. So check that out at the end. Let's see, intervention. I saw this, or someone forwarded me this poem saying, whatever, My Soul Has a Hat. And if you've never read it, look it up. My Soul Has a Hat. It's very true. A little bit, not, but it's very true. I counted my years and realized that I have less time to live by than I have lived so far. Yeah, that's right. I feel like a child who has won a pack of candies. At first he ate them with pleasure, but when he realized that there was little left, he began to taste them immensely, intensely even. So, I get that, right? In a morbid kind of way, I have less time than what I've lived so far. So I better do something to take care of that, to make myself enjoy that more so, right? And it goes on like that, and I really like that. And this guy sent this to me about a month and change ago, I think, really. And I read it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then the other day I was like, you know what? That really does make sense. So I read it again, and then I'm like, yeah. Yeah. My goal is to reach the end satisfied and at peace with my loved ones and my conscience. Yep. We have 2 lives. Yeah, we have 2 lives, and the second begins when you realize you only have one. I'm going to read that again clearly. We have 2 lives, and the second one begins when you realize you only have one. This is my second life, because I know I only have one. So, on that wonderful note, yeah, I think that was really good. Something that will always kind of stick with me, and I'm glad I was sent that, because maybe that's a sign. Maybe that tells me I need to do something. So yeah, we're going to go with that. So 6 years post-op, we're doing well, mostly. Got a dietitian appointment coming up. I still need an intervention. Maybe this dietitian thing will be the intervention. That part of the video, how many days without? Farmers Market cookies, 84. Those chocolate muffins, or any kind of muffins, no, I said chocolate, 98. Licorice, 126. Can you tell I'm going backwards from what I normally do? Arrow bars / chocolate bars. Not chocolate, because chocolate in my protein shake and chocolate in my protein bars is different. Chocolate bars, number of days, 0. Potato chips, number of days without, 0. Yeah. I'm gone back to counting how many hours now it's been. That was part of my struggle bus, derailment, whatever you want to call it, this past week, was, gosh darn M&Ms. Oh, they just, peanut. They just drew me in, and I had to buy it. When I had that mentality already last week of, I'm going to be off, and I'm okay with that. Don't know why I do that. That's, it's like, I'm going to get these M&Ms. Look, they're on sale. I'm going to buy them. Great. I had some. And then I've, had a little other chocolate bar here and there. And same thing with potato chips. The potato chips was my big thing, was really my big thing for the longest time. 184 days on my last video without potato chips. So probably about 187 or so when I started eating them. What caused me to eat these 2 things that I've been off for so long? I think I felt discouraged with my weight. Instead of trying to do something about it, I just went the other way. I said, F it, and I'll just eat. I think that kind of might have been what it was. Discouraged that when I was reaching out for help before, for about 6 weeks ago, with some, not necessarily, dietitian stuff, but not real dietitian stuff, I guess, and never got anywhere with it. That discouraged me. Which is really unfortunate. So yeah, last week it was just like, yeah. So, starting all over again with the potato chips and the chocolate bars. Because how many days without? 0. Yeah. But, I know, right? And it's not a boo-hoo moment. Yeah, it's terrible that it happened. And, you're not going to believe what happened. This is the other part of you're not going to believe what happened, was that I totally went off with the potato chips and the chocolate bars. Maybe I was putting too much pressure on myself by continually counting how many days. I don't know. I'll start again and we'll go from there. But really, 6 years post-op, and I'm just so thankful that I'm here to talk to you guys about that. That's a big part of it. And time flies. And I've enjoyed so many times, so many days out of this 6 years. So for those of you out there who are newly post-op, or looking into this, getting ready for surgery, all in all, don't be discouraged. Struggles, yes, but overall, there is success. It may not be exactly what you're looking for, or you might find it and then it kind of fades and slips, but in the end, all of it does balance out. So keep that in mind. Don't be discouraged by what, ups and downs that I've gone through. Take that as a resource and learn from it, and prepare yourself that this could happen to you. And for the other people out there that make videos, watch them as well, because they have some successes and some failures as well. Failures, I don't know if that's the right word. Yeah, issues. How about that? Because I can't think of the right word off the top of my head. And for those of you who have had surgery a few years out and ahead of me, you guys know what I'm talking about. And I thank you so much for being here and watching my videos. Thank you for being here all the time. It's a wonderful community, the weight loss surgery community. Wouldn't have changed it for the world. And I'm very thankful. I don't know how many times I can say that in one video, but I am very thankful. And I think really that's going to be it for this video. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. I do appreciate your support. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thumbs up, give her a like, right? Yeah. And we'll see how that goes. So, dietitian this coming Thursday. Get back on track, and we'll take it from there. Okay, thanks again, everybody. And remember, not every day is fantastic, but at least I have the opportunity to live every day. Until next time, take care, and bye-bye.